Shut up and sit down.
Hello, my friend. You are listening to the Dance Studio Scaled podcast, the number one place for innovative marketing, retention strategies, and business growth ideas made just for dance studio owners. Now, this isn't your average business podcast. We're here to shake things up, simplify the hustle, and focus on real, actionable insights. I'm your host, Jen Dalton, and after 30 years of running studios, coaching owners, and scaling businesses, I know one thing's for sure. There's no one size fits all in this industry. You've got the passion, and I've got the tools to help you take it to the next level. So hit that subscribe button, grab a coffee, and let's scale your studio together. Hey, Dance Fam! Thank you for joining me today for this week's episode of the Dance Studio podcast. Now, I have a confession. I actually had a completely different episode recorded and ready to go today. But on my run this morning, I just couldn't shake this feeling that I had in my heart. And this is based off the conversations I'm having at the moment. There's the social media stuff I'm seeing. There's whispers within the groups of different dance studio owners. And so I really felt like it was a conversation that needed to be shared. I'm in the middle of these conversations with studio owners who are exhausted. They are emotional and honestly just stretched so far beyond what anyone sees. And so that's why I just felt like I wanted to speak to this today. I'm hearing from studio owners who they run exceptional businesses. They are usually calm. They are extremely capable and resilient. You know, these people, they hold everything together for their students and their communities, and they're being pushed to their limits. They're being blindsided by comments or accusations from parents that they truly believed were supportive. Parents they've gone out of their way for, parents that they've accommodated and encouraged and cared for. And then suddenly they're dealing with this criticism that feels really harsh and unfair and just completely disproportionate to what's happening. And I'm seeing it. It's wearing them down. I don't know, maybe you can relate to this, maybe not. But I know over the last couple of weeks, some of my beautiful studio owners, they've been in tears. They are telling me that they're feeling defeated. They're saying how hard and heavy things are. And it's different. It feels different for some of them compared to what they're used to. I've even had a few say, is it even worth it anymore? And that is what truly breaks my heart, because I know the reality of what happens behind the scenes. I know the hours, the decisions, the sacrifices, the scrutiny, that pressure of being questioned and challenged and expected to hold the emotional load for everyone. And so today, I thought instead of strategies or frameworks, I just wanted to offer something else. It's a little bit of fun, something honest, something reflective, maybe a bit therapeutic, something that many studio owners feel deeply but may not feel safe to say out loud. So I'll say it for you. And so I've written a letter on behalf of all dance studio owners, and it is going to be addressed to current and future dance parents of 2026. Now, it is a bit of fun, but it's not an attack and it's not a lecture. It's just simply an invitation to understand what it's really like on the other side of this work that we do. So you can do with this what you want. If you just makes you feel better, it might bring a smile to your face. If you want to share it, you go ahead and you share it with your families. I'll let you decide, but let me read it out for you. Dear dance parent of 2026, thank you for choosing dance for your child. Thank you for trusting a studio, a teacher, and a community to be part of your child's world. A world filled with friendships, confidence, joy, and memories they will carry well into adulthood. We know parenting looks different these days. The pressure, the constant comparison, the noise online, it's a lot. And sometimes, without meaning to, this spills into the studio. You may feel as though your child's needs should come first in every situation because you love them and you want the best for them. You may think the studio owner is simply running a business and forget that behind all of this is a real person, someone who cares deeply, works long hours, and still feels hurt when spoken to harshly. You may believe everything your child says without question, not realizing how easily stories can be misunderstood or taken out of context. You may feel frustrated by a policy or a rule and assume it's unnecessary or that it shouldn't apply to you and your family. You may think our decisions are about convenience, control, or profit, when in reality, every single choice is made for the safety, well-being, and overall experience for your child. Most parents don't do this intentionally. Often, they just can't see what we see behind the scenes, or the responsibility we hold for every child in the room, not just one. What we wish you could see is this. Studio owners lead with their heart. We share from passion. We want nothing more than to see your child smile, grow, and create memories they will carry forever. You don't see the thousands of micro decisions we make every week. Choosing the right teacher for your child's personality, selecting music that is appropriate and uplifting, designing costumes that help them feel confident on stage, planning classes late at night, testing new routines, adjusting timetables around safety, availability, and age groups, considering supervision, the parking walls, security, and the all-over experience for families. You don't see the extra expenses, the last-minute dash to spotlight because a costume needs one more bit to make it pop, or the stickers and the props so no one misses out. The small touches that create the magic. You don't see the missed dinners, the late nights, or the studio owners watching your child's class while their own child is performing somewhere else, without them in the audience. Not because they don't care, but because they're doing everything in their power to give your child the best possible experience. And when we hear comments like, "That concert's the moneymaker," it stings, not because of the money, but because it shows how misunderstood the reality is. Most studio owners barely break even. Some will lose money, some will make a profit, and they deserve to without guilt because the workload and the sacrifice are immense. It's not about the money. It's not about making life difficult or inconvenient. It's certainly not about creating rules for the sake of control. It's about giving your child an unforgettable experience, a safe one, a joyful one, a meaningful one. Because we feel honored to be part of your child's life, truly. We don't take it lightly. We don't take your trust for granted. We see your children laugh, wobble, recover, try again, grow, connect, and shine. And we feel privileged to witness that. We're not promising to cure cancer or save babies. We are simply here to share a piece of ourselves, our passion, our skill, our heart, in a way that might positively shape your child as they move through life. All we ask for is kindness, respect, trust, and an understanding that we are doing our absolute best for every single child, including yours. With love, every dance studio owner. So that's the letter that I just felt called to write, as if I was speaking to current family members or possibly new families coming in. If you were to share this letter with your families, would it make a difference? I don't know. Some parents would probably read it and genuinely reflect. Some might skim it. Some might not change at all. But today wasn't really about them. It was about you. It was about giving you words and what you've been feeling. And it's to acknowledge the emotional weight that you're carrying. It was also about reassuring you that you're not imagining it. This season really has been heavy. And I want you to hear me clearly. Hang in there. I know how stressed you are right now. I know how tired you are, and I am genuinely feeling for you. This is exactly why it is more important than ever to take real time off over the next few weeks, to step away, to breathe, to ground yourself, and to come back to who you are outside of your studio. Remember your priorities. Remember what's truly important in your life, and just give yourself space to feel settled again. You deserve that, and your studio will be so much better for it. So I want you to take care of yourself. I want you to rest well, and we'll step into the new year together with a clearer, stronger, more grounded sense of who you are and why you do what you do. And I will be here back on the airwaves just to support you along the way as well. All right, everyone, I hope you got something out of this. As I said, it could be a little bit of fun. Maybe it made you smile, or use it. Do whatever you need to do to keep moving forward. You are nearly there. I see the work that's going on. I feel the emotions that everyone's feeling at the moment, and you're nearly there. We are absolutely going to get there together. Have a great rest of your week. Next episode, we'll be back to strategies and formulas and different types of frameworks. But for now, I hope you have a fabulous episode.
Thanks for tuning in to the Dance Studio Scaled podcast. Now, if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other studio owners who would love it too. And let's keep the conversation going. Follow me on Instagram at Jen Dalton for more tips, insights, and behind-the-scenes moments to help you simplify and scale your studio. Until next time, keep dreaming big and taking action. I'll see you back here soon.